Today is Wednesday, April 1st, day 19 of our quarantine light. Today we got some hard news. My grandmother was diagnosed with coronavirus. We call her Nana. And Nana is not doing well. They don't expect her to pull through. In her lucid moments, she doesn't appear to want to pull through, which is also hard. She has really severe dementia and has been confused the last several years. The prayers have been realistic in that they haven't been asking for her to miraculously pull through, but for her to go peacefully. It's been a minute since I got back to Michigan to see her. Up until this point, coronavirus has been the proverbial, what if? It's dangerous, but if I catch it, I'll probably be fine. It doesn't feel real until somebody you love gets it. It's still something that we were taking seriously and will continue to take seriously, but it has a new weight. I believe that had we had enough testing kits in New York City, I would have tested positive for COVID-19 in early March. I thought I just had a flu. I hadn't heard much about coronavirus at that point, but in hindsight, and after having talked to some doctors, it seems that I did have symptoms that are in line with the corona diagnosis. That being said, I never got a test, and at this point I can't get tested because I'm not sick anymore. This was almost a month ago. I've stopped showing symptoms on probably March 10th or 11th. They're currently fast-tracking clinical trials for plasma being used to help patients recover, specifically plasma from people who had the virus and recovered and now have the antibodies that are capable of fighting the infection. So I've applied to the National Registry and I've applied at Mount Sinai Hospital to see if I would be a good candidate to donate plasma to help people fight off the virus. Because I don't have a positive test result, it's tricky. So they would have to take my plasma and then test my plasma for the antibodies, which would potentially waste a test kit, which are scarce. That's my understanding anyway. So I doubt that I will be called in for it, but I'm hoping that I can be, because it would feel good personally to be able to do something to fight this disease. Maybe that's selfish on my part, to want to be one of the people who gets to help. Maybe the best thing I can do is just be better about staying home and putting off errands until the very last second that they're required and grouping them all into one day. At this point, besides walking the dogs, which we have to do, we could, I don't know, feasibly teach them to use the bathroom in the tub, but that'd be gross. But besides walking the dogs, we haven't left the house except 3 times since this started. So I feel like we're doing a pretty good job. And the other 2 times I just went to the grocery store and back. So tell the ones you love that you love them and try to lean into the positive during this time. I'm having a hard time with the positives today. Some positives we did today. I had a Zoom chat with some of my friends who I haven't talked to in a very long time. This guy named Jacob, who I went to Cornerstone with, who works at Ada Bible Church back in Grand Rapids, which was our home church for a long time. He is doing quarantine time every day that he can at 2 o'clock. And it's just a Zoom meeting, and whoever shows up, shows up. And today I saw several old friends from Cornerstone who I haven't talked to in a very long time. And the group that we were chatting are either pastors or they work at a church. And I got the news about Nana while I was on that Zoom call. And I just felt like that was a very appropriate moment. And they took the time to pray with me about my grandmother, and I really appreciated that. Also, Jenny and I made some fried rice today, which is a recipe I've never had any success with. And I finally found a recipe that works for me for fried rice. Even though I had to make a lot of substitutions because we don't have a lot of ingredients, because I didn't go to the grocery store to buy ingredients for fried rice. I just had old rice sitting in the fridge from a couple days ago that was perfect for fried rice, and we had some veggies that worked. And we watched the living room concert for Maddie and David supporting Circle Theater, which I'll be doing one of those. I don't even know a date at this point, but I think it's like the 16th. In about 2 weeks, I'll be doing one of those as well, which I'm excited about. I don't feel as excited today, but Maddie and David did a really great job, and it was great to watch them. So anyway, in these trying times, don't get close to the ones you love, because That's dangerous, but we're fortunate that we have the technology that we can communicate with the ones we love and feel closer than we are and still remain safe physically. And that's something that historically is very new and very cool that we can do that. Thanks for coming out. Have a great night.